everybody and welcome back to the United Stand. Manchester United are the winners of the FA Cup. Erik ten Hag's done it, the team has done it, and first and foremost I just want to say congratulations to Erik ten Hag and the team. With everything that came out in the last 48 hours, the performance was top draw, and we're not as good of a side as City, but I tell you one thing, there's been times this season where work rate's been questioned, passion's been questioned, but I have to say this is one of the first times I've generally ever seen when we're playing a top side. I mean, a side in general where we're talking about Manchester City here, we outfought them. I thought we worked harder than them. I thought in general, we looked like we wanted to win the game more. So I'm just so happy with the team, and I thought Erik ten Hag got the tactics absolutely spot on today. I thought even the substitutions at the time was spot on. Johnny Evans coming on was really good work. I thought Varane and Martinez together were exceptional. I mean, that's what we've been missing all season. We know how good they were last season, and Varane today, he played like his life depended on winning one last trophy before he left Manchester United. And I literally turned to someone in the stadium, I said, do you know what, we need a centre-back in the summer. I mean, that Varane looks all right, and he's on a free transfer, but I know Varane's got to go, but in terms of his last performance, what a performance from him. I'm not usually a fan of Wan-Bissaka, and I actually thought he did really, really well. Doku started to get the better of him a little bit towards the end of the game, but to be honest with you, I think it was because Wan-Bissaka was tiring and Garnacho was tiring, who was helping him out as well. But all in all, Onana should have saved that shot, but I let him off because he saved a really good shot earlier in the game, and everyone coming for me about the Onana one. Look, we won the cup with Onana in goal, so let's just put it like that. And this time last year, you know, we were feeling gutted about it. Today, we're absolutely buzzing. This is probably one of the worst United sides we've seen this season. But when it mattered in the FA Cup, in the final, to beat our rivals who have ridiculed us, we did it. And that's the most important thing. And I want a few shout-outs. First shout-out, the guy whose parking space I used. Thank you for letting me use it today. I did pay for it. Parking space I used. Hold it, because you said to me, I'll see you back here really early, because you know you'll be leaving the stadium early, won't you? Because City are more likely to win it. Second of all, when I was at work the other day and I could hear City fans mouthing off saying, "Oh, it'll be over in 20 minutes," you hold that as well. And also a big shout out to everyone who was ridiculing Amrabat at the Etihad early on this season. All the City fans, I bumped into a City fan at the Co-op and he said, and I quote, I'm not making this up, if Amrabat plays, it's game over for you guys. Well, guess what? He came, he got Foden, he got Rodri, he got Kevin De Bruyne, he had them all, and he was absolutely fantastic. Yes, sometimes does he get caught on the ball, maybe his awareness needs to improve, but in terms of today, he ran the show, he was everywhere. His physicality, his strength, his anticipation for danger. We won the game, and I've just been speaking to Ricky, because our midfield was compact and it worked. Mainu and Amrabat, they complement each other. McTominay, yeah, is he the most technical footballer on the ball? No, but he did a job, he was physical and he fought for every battle. That midfield was excellent, and don't even get me started on our captain Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes, everyone who says he's not captain's material, I've even heard Roy Keane say I'm happy to admit when I'm wrong. He was unbelievable today. When you put out a players' tribune the way Bruno did before the FA Cup, saying what it means to play for United, saying everything that every United fan wants to hear, you've got to back that up on the pitch. And today he did that. That was my captain out there, playing for the badge. And honestly, I was speaking to Ricky, I was speaking to my dad about this. They're right in the sense of that midfield was more compact and we limited City to less chances, because when Bruno is playing as a false nine, he's allowed to do what he's amazing at, which is go and hunt the ball down, running, pressing, and it works. The amount of times we won the ball from Bruno's hard work in that front line, because it's not as detrimental. When you're leaving holes to go and run and chase the ball down in midfield, that's where gaps appear and that's where teams can slice through us. So when you have McTominay, Mainu and Amrabat keeping the shape behind Bruno, it allows Bruno to do what he's best at, and that's where Ten Hag got it spot on. Bruno as a false nine today was a masterstroke and it worked to perfection. That long ball up, Scott McTominay knocking it down, Bruno nicking the ball in the fouls, allowing us to counter-attack with Garnacho's pacing behind. It worked a treat, and I just thought, when you look at the situation that Manchester United are in, for Ten Hag to get it spot on in the cup final against, let's be honest, one of the best managers that I've ever been in, Pep Guardiola, I think it says a lot. My personal opinion on Erik ten Hag, as you guys would know, is I think he should stay. I will be absolutely devastated if Ten Hag is sacked. I'll be devastated, because honestly, yes, there's been setbacks. Yes, there has been. This season, we're 8th. It's been poor. But look, I'm going to the games. His name's been sung the whole time. I spoke to a lot of people today. There was probably the odd one that was like, oh yeah, I can understand if they get rid of him. But there was no one like he has to go. No one was like he has to go. Everyone was like, they need to give him one more year. What's happened in the last 24 hours about he could be sacked. He's really worrying me. Like, if Ineos want to listen to the United fan base, I would say the majority, I can't speak to everyone, want Erik ten Hag to stay. 2 back-to-back trophies. More major trophies than Mikel Arteta, by the way, since he's been at Arsenal. Arteta's been there for a lot more time. Yes, Arsenal are way ahead of us in terms of playing and just the way their team's developed. But at the end of the day, we're in a results-based business, and it's 2 trophies. We were starved of a trophy for 6 years before Erik ten Hag came in, and now it's back-to-back 2. So I'm buzzing with that. I hope he stays. And massive, massive shout out to Kobbie Mainoo, Alejandro Garnacho from Carrington, from the youth, and superb. Kobbie Mainoo today, his press resistance and that edginess he gives to the midfield is something we've been lacking for a long time. And what makes me so happy is Ten Hag, last season when we won the Carabao Cup, had his arm around him and he said to him, this will be you one day, be patient and we're going to win trophies together. And Kobbie Mainoo scores a winning goal for Manchester United today. It just makes me so happy as a United fan. I love it. Manchester born and bred, and Garnacho from the Carrington as well. It's amazing to see, and we want to see more of that. We want to see the team togetherness, like Rashford emotional at the end. We want to see that. We want to see Man United feel like a family again, and we've lost that so far this season. But today is an amazing end to what has felt like a really long season for United fans, and we all feel each other's pain, but you can tell now I'm absolutely buzzing. My man of the match, it's between Kobbie Mainoo and Amrabat and Varane and Bruno and everyone. I give the man of the match. You know what I give the man of the match to? I give my man of the match to Ten Hag, because honestly, he got it spot on today, and with all the noise surrounding his job, he did it, and the players played for him, and he managed to get a tune out of him. And even after half-time, we were great. The team togetherness, the compactness, the tactics, the subs, everything was spot on. So I could give it to the whole team, I could give it to the manager, but please say Erik ten Hag's here next season. Get in all your comments down below. I would love to hear what you have to say. But for now, I've got a long drive home. I'm going to get the fans forum on, going to get the final score on. I'm going to watch the highlights on repeat. Manchester United, Wembley, we did it against Man City. Come on, everyone.